Hello, business owners, entrepreneurs, salespersons. This is Every Official, your business channel for everything business. So, in today's focus, we'll be looking at what I call early data and why this is important in your business thriving. Early data. This is more specific to early businesses that are maybe in your kick-off stage, and you want to, whether it's your MVP stage, whether it's your first customer, whether it's your first five customers, whether it's your first 20 customers. So this is more like just to give you a heads up and to help your business where it is right now and the desired outcome, whether it's a $1 billion company or whatever it is desired in your heart or in the heart of your team. So early data is super important, and early data comes from your early adopters. Your early adopters. By that I mean the first paying set of customers that buy what you are doing or that buy your product or your service. So that's those first early purchases are your early data. And those early data are a very pivotal part of your business and how it's going to expand in the months or in the years to come. So by early data, I mean that you basically you put out maybe a product, let's say you're selling it, maybe you're into hair, you're into makeup, and then the first customer maybe comes to your salon or maybe virtual or somewhere you meet, and that customer is served by your hair product or your makeup product. Now, during the customer service or during that interaction that the customer has with your product or service, the feedback that the customer is going to give to you, whether it's before the service or after the service, is your early data. And that early data gives you a basis of what you are doing right or what you are doing wrong. Now, both either head or tail events are important to how your business is going to work in the next set of customers that will come your way. If you have head events, by head events I mean if you have good stories, good testimonials, those are not there for your head to swell up or for you to feel like I'm the boss here. Those things are for you to now say, okay, we are doing something good here. How do we replicate what we are doing good three, four, five times? So the customer says, oh, you guys are early on time. Or so you're thinking, okay, how do we replicate being early on time for our different product lines? Can we be 2 hours early the more, or 1 hour early the more? So you want to multiply earliness, as earliness is a data for you. So how do you multiply earliness in what you are doing? Okay, not just by even coming early, but okay, can we make our, maybe if you're into hair products, can our recipes be done faster? Can they be done more earlier? But you're just thinking along that line. Or the person says that, oh, your service is good. You want to find out what do you mean by good? All right. Is it that the person that was attended to you, greeted you, or did something this, or helped you along this way, or maybe so you need to just want to be as data driven as possible for that product or service you are doing. So, for example, I remember someone was speaking about how that if you're based there in Lagos, Nigeria, you will know that if you're traveling by roads, that there is where you cross over to Ore Benin Expressway, and then those are places where there are places that you can just rest your back or rest your body before you go to your required destination if it's after Benin. So this person was speaking about how that so these people came down at Benin and they went to a restaurant, and afterwards they found out that these people were repeatedly coming to the restaurant. So the owner wanted to find out what was the repeated factor. Why were they always coming back? So he asked his team. The caterer was like, "Oh, we cook good food here. They love good food here, and this is why they are coming back." The cleaners were like, "Oh, this is what is happening." So different people had different sections of that restaurant had different reasons that, oh, it's my team or my department that is making these customers to come back. So, but when they did a survey to the customer, they found out that the customers were coming back because of the toilets. The toilets were clean. So that was why they were coming back. And guess what? The CEO broke down the building and then made more toilets, more cleaner environments, because that was early data for him or her. So those things are very important, and very important. The good feedbacks are important because they also help you to replicate them more. The bad feedbacks are also, or the not so good feedbacks, or the tailed feedbacks are also important because they also show us, okay, where are we going wrong here? Where are we going wrong here? For example, I remember one of my team, we're on a book project with one of our clients, and afterwards she complained about the project, and she was like, this is what she literally even pulled out. But then the feedback made me to understand that, okay, we need to have more talented guys in our team. Need to be much more judicious about and really obsessed about what the customer wants, because that is a key factor for us at Bush Traction, and that's what we are improving on. So that data gives you leverage for you to do things better. For example, in the early days of PayPal, I remember where in the book, The Funny Story of PayPal, the founders by Jimmy Sonny, he spoke about how that in PayPal's early days, there was a point, this is real stuff, there was a point where their customer service was not so good, or you can say was bad, that an angry customer came with a gun to their office, like came with a real gun to their office because of their customer, because they were having maybe I think they were having poor payments, people couldn't cash out easily, it's multiple issues. So the big boys that we have today, they also had their own issues, and that is data for us. So that data is super important in us understanding where are we right now, what can we do better with our services, what can we do better with our products. You need to have data, early data, where you are right now, and even as you grow, that sense of nimbleness, that sense of flexibility, that sense of understanding the whys of why are we accelerating faster, why are we not going as fast as possible, and then understanding that early data and using that early data to your advantage as a business. Very important. Do not ignore data, whether it's small, whether it's big, whatever you term data as. Data is important, and data drives our a business forward to where it should be. So it's super important, and it's a good thing when you get that feedback, because it is not by force for customers to tell you what they want or how they feel after using your service. They can just close up, and then they will say it in their minds they will never use your product or service again. So when you get feedback, or when you get these things from queries from customers, it means that they care. They may not care directly because there are multiple people doing what you're doing, but it shows that they want the best service from any person. And that's a good advantage for you as a business owner or as an entrepreneur, as a salesperson. You need to value early data, or even data as you go on, because data is unending. Whether you're a bureaucratic organization, whether you're a $50 billion organization, whether you're a $5 billion organization, data is super important too. And that's why you see apps. That's why you what do you think updates are? Updates are that the customer has said, "Oh, you guys are not doing this for me. Why is this missing?" And then you have answered their queries in your updates. So when we update our apps, they are telling us that, oh, we understand your feedback here, and we have responded correctly to your feedback, and this is what you desire right now in our product or service to you. That's what updates are about. It's more than you checking bugs or performance, but you also being consumer focused in what you are doing as business. So it's very important that you understand this thing. Early data is important, and data along the way is very important to your business thriving on a global stage. So I hope this helps you. Please, if this video helped you, please subscribe to our channel, share this video to as many people as possible. We love your comments, so you can give more valuable videos with your questions, and cheers to your thriving business. Cheers.